Remember the hairiest girl in the world? Here's what happened to her now. Supatra Susuphan is a 17-year-old girl from Bangkok who has been awarded the title of the world's hairiest female, even though she was bullied during all of her childhood in school because of her unusual appearance. The girl claims that she pursued the title because she wanted to be formally recognized as such. The teenager claims that being awarded a Guinness World Record for her unusual hair growth has actually helped her become popular in her surroundings and gave her a fame she never expected. The fact that I'm in the Guinness Book of World Records makes me very delighted. A lot of individuals have to go through a lot of hoops in order to get in, the girl explained. Supatra is actually one of only 50 known people who suffer from the Ambrose Syndrome, documented since the Middle Ages. This syndrome is the result of a defective chromosome that affects the nervous system. Before the condition was formally recognized as a medical issue, those who suffered from it were labeled as werewolves and were treated barbarically, believing that they were inhuman creatures. Her face, ears, arms, legs, and back are all covered in thick hair, which she wears in a ponytail. Despite all of her attempts to reduce her hair growth, nothing worked, not even laser. Unlike many of the other individuals suffering from the syndrome, Supatra has gradually gained acceptance from her peers and has even become a popular figure in her community, especially after she earned the title of World's Hairiest Girl. Supatra became one of the most popular girls in the school. It used to be that some people teased me and called me monkey face, but it longer occurs among my friends. Funny how things change when your name is in the Guinness Book of Records. Even though her future seems to be bright now, it wasn't the case when she first came to the world. When she was born, Supatra had to endure 2 surgeries only to be able to breathe properly. The baby's nostrils were just 1 millimeter in width, which caused her breathing problems. The infant was kept in an incubator for the first 3 months of her life, as she couldn't survive without it. After that, she had to stay for 7 additional months in the hospital for complete recovery. At 2 years old, Supatra had to undergo yet another procedure, after which she was finally able to breathe normally. After months of being hospitalized, baby Supatra didn't have the warmest welcome when her parents brought her home. Her father says that he was questioned more than once about the sin he had committed to have a child like that when their neighbors first saw her. Her father says that he was very concerned about the future his daughter would have with her condition. When she was 2 years old, the doctors attempted to remove the excessive hair with laser treatment, but despite repeated sessions, it continued to grow back as thickly as before, and all of their efforts were met with failure. Supatra's hair has become progressively thick as she's grown older, which required her mother to trim it on a regular basis for her. Otherwise, she wouldn't be able to even see normally. Supatra washes her hair using only baby shampoo, as it is the only one that doesn't cause her irritation, since she was found to be allergic to heavier kinds of shampoo. Her mother tends to her hair and makes sure it's trimmed and clean every day. While they have accepted her fate, her parents still hope that their daughter will be cured someday and live with a hair-free face, just like the rest of her peers. Her parents and family have always stood by her and supported her when she was bullied by neighbors and classmates. Supatra has a very strong support system, which is what fed her confidence in herself and let her lead a normal life despite her unusual condition. What happened to her now? Did they find a cure to her condition? Today, when the girl has reached the age of adolescence and discovered the sweet wonders of love, we're witnessing a different side of her, one no one knew existed. According to a social media post she shared with her followers, Supatra has finally found the ultimate happiness with her husband and their children. "You're not just my first love, you're the love of my life," she wrote in one of her social media photos with her spouse, who has not been identified and remained unnamed. We are glad to see that despite her condition, Supatra has managed to find both happiness and love in a person that chose to see beyond her hairy face and embraced her soul instead.